Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the City of Farmers Branch regular City Council meeting. It is Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. The time is 6 p.m. We will begin with our invocation and Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Councilmember Merritt. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Next is our ceremonial items. D1 is recognition of Danielle Summers for 5 years of dedicated service to the City of Farmers Branch. Ms. Summers, would you like to come up here, please? So today we recognize Danielle Summers for 5 years of dedicated service to the City of Farmers Branch. Danielle moved to Texas in June 2016 to be closer to family and started with the city on August 10th, 2016. She started as a building inspector in community services and moved to plans examiner 5 months later. Danielle was promoted to planning and development manager in community services in January of 2021. In her short tenure as the planning development manager, Danielle has led her team to accomplish multiple process improvements, including created a process for our first over-the-counter permit, one of many that we will see in the near future, improved overall permit times, developed a strong culture, and dramatically increased employee engagement, guides our residents and businesses through the permit process, and has not denied one allowable permit in 5 years. We look forward to what Danielle will accomplish with her next 5 years with the City of Farmers Branch. And Danielle, first and foremost, you're amazing. We have many, but you sit in one of the tough chairs of the city. So many people are counting on you as it relates to getting their work, their projects, and their developments done. Without you, your team, and your effort, we wouldn't be able to accomplish the growth that we're seeing in the city today. You're definitely a contributing factor to that growth and the benefits that our city is experiencing right now, and we appreciate your commitment to the city and all the work that you're doing within your position. And as I just said, we're looking forward to another 5 years, but hopefully more than that. And so I just want to present you with your 5-year pen. Well, help me give her, Danielle, a round of applause.
Pretty nervous. I'm not used to doing this, but I just thank you, Mayor. Very kind of you. Council, Charles, John, Ben, thank you for all your support. For my staff, they've been wonderful. We've grown a lot together, and I look forward to way more than 5 years with Farmers Branch. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is our report on study session items, which will be led by Councilmember Merritt.
Thank you, Mayor. Study session was called to order at 4 p.m. this afternoon upstairs. We discussed item A1, which was the regular items. We touched on the planning and zoning open position. We also had a discussion on item H3 related to items. Ms. Councilwoman Williams brought up questions regarding programming and events, addressing all age groups. And we also, myself, had questions of staff that were answered earlier in the day via email by the Parks Director. We also followed that with item A2 to receive the semi-annual update from the Mansky Library Board. Board Chair Jennifer Bauer presented a presentation that discussed the renovations, the family night and grand opening events, as well as a summary of some statistics, and answered a round of questions from the council people in attendance. We discussed item A3, which is the city manager's proposed fiscal year 2021-22 budget, balanced budget. Director of Finance Sherelle Evans-Jones presented the third quarter presentation of the period ending for June 30th, 2021, as well as the budget for 21-22 that had updates based on the budget retreat that occurred in Granbury. We also had a presentation by Mark Bentley, the Director of Public Works, on the Street Improvement Program, and Mike Mashburn, Director of Parks and Recreation, gave an update on parks planning as well. There was also a round-robin discussion, so I will cover two more points and then remind everyone that the video of this is available. We also had a discussion of City Council meeting dates for 2021. City Secretary Amy Pecana went over September, October, and November, December dates, and the council readjusted as appropriate. And then finally, we discussed future items, and the only council member with any updates to future items was Councilman Driscoll. Wanted to look into smart city discussions and have a presentation sometime in the fall, as well as discussing affordability and attainability of housing in our community. And again, I will remind everyone that there will be a video of the study session available. There was quite a bit of discussion on the fiscal year balanced budget, so I would encourage everyone to review that. And that concludes my study session report. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember Merritt. Next is the city manager's report on items of community interest.
Thank you, Mayor. The prominent Omni Park West Hotel has a new name. On August the 25th, it will drop the Omni title and in September become the Renaissance Dallas North Hotel, a Marriott brand property. The final updates should occur next month. The COVID infection rate is climbing again in Dallas County. With the school year now underway, public health officials want to remind everyone 12 and older to get vaccinated. Also, please seek medical attention if you or a family member have symptoms of the illness. For more details, go to dallascounty.org/COVID-19. Mosquito season continues and West Nile virus has been detected in all Farmers Branch neighborhoods. The city will continue periodic spraying to mitigate the identified problem areas. Please do your part, drain standing water and wear repellent when outside at dawn and dusk. Our newest citizen survey is now underway. It opens to all residents in September. It's a much shorter than previous versions and will solicit feedback on quality of life, city services, and other important topics. The results will be used by city officials for community planning and resource allocation. Please participate. Join us for Family Night in the park on Saturday, August the 21st. We will have 2 live bands, tethered hot air balloon rides, as well as soccer darts, a petting zoo, and more in our historical park from 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. As always, it's free. ESL classes are returning to the Mansky Library starting Monday, August the 23rd from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Classes are offered twice a week to anyone who wants to come. Lessons are week to week, so registration and regular attendance are not required. All skill levels are welcome. The Branch Connection will host the next Branch Bazaar from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, August the 28th in the ballroom. Find unique gifts, home decor, antiques, collectibles, and specialty items. And finally, you can sign up for e-news at farmersbranchtx.gov to have current city news and information delivered directly to your email inbox. And with that, Mayor, that's the city manager's report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cox. Next is citizen comments. There is a 3-minute time limit for each citizen to speak, with a reasonable limitation on speakers and a maximum of 15 total minutes on the same topic. Anyone wishing to speak shall be courteous and cordial. No disparaging or inflammatory remarks directed to any member of city council or staff will be allowed. We have 3 people signed up to speak tonight. First up is Stephanie Brown. Stephanie Brown. Next is James Lockridge. Name and address, please.
James Lockridge, 2053 Willowwood Drive, Grapevine, Texas. Guys, I'm back again, 3rd time. I've noticed that some people have reached out to other cities, bashing my name, not happy about it. I'm here for a reason. I'm a farmer in this city, and when the city manager can't get off his butt and pick up the phone and talk to me and figure out what we can do to come to a resolution, that's a problem. When the city manager and the city attorney reach out to other cities to bash me, it's not appropriate, okay? I'm here, I'm staying. If you don't like my farming ability, then deal with it. You know, Leo is not an agricultural expert, so for him to say what is or is not a crop, he has no credentials. He is not certified by the state. He's not certified by the USDA at all. So if you're gonna tell people they can't do something, you better get the laws right. You better get your facts right. You better not reach out to people and bash me, because it's gonna get back to me. So today, get it together, guys. Get your city council up off their butts. Quit being puppets. Every one of y'all, quit being puppets. Do what you gotta do to make Farmers Branch great again. You bring a guy in here, destroys this city. It looks worse. The last year he's been here, this city's gone to crap. I can drive out this driveway, there's high grass and weeds all up and down the street. I can drive the other side of town and looked up on the codes and on violations and letters. The guy's never been written a ticket, nor has he ever got a citation. Not only has he never got nothing, I got citations. Now my clients have got Class C misdemeanor charges filed against them as of today. Leo and the city manager has stepped up the force to push me harder. I'm done, okay? You city council are here to protect the citizens. And when the city manager tells the police department not to protect its citizens, like me, like it did, when I called them and I asked for help to stop them from destroying my private property, and they wouldn't, and they protected the city, that's bullcrap, okay? Now I'm pissed off, okay? And if you think it's funny, it's not, city manager, okay? It's not funny at all. I'm not going anywhere. Keep it up. Now you pissed us off, okay? You got it? Because if you don't, I can make it real clear. I'll get every media I can find today, and I'll have them here every day. I'll have 100 tractors sitting in your front yard every day, if that's what it takes, okay? You done pissed me off, and I'm tired. If you're gonna pick on me, but you better pick on the rest of the damn city, okay? And that's about as simple as I can make it. You overstepped your boundaries.
Thank you very much. Next up is Luther Bernstein. Just name and address, please.
Let's see, I can only ask you a question. I can't have anybody else speak. Is that right? Okay, I just wanted to be sure if I wanted an answer to something. Number one, I wasn't able to be here last week. I registered to speak 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't able to make it. I had business. I'm here now. You already passed an ordinance. I've read through it briefly, so I know a little bit about it, not much. The tree stumps, you should have made it retroactive, guys. I can't help it. You didn't. You said as of August 3rd, is that right? The tree stumps, am I right? Everything goes from August the 3rd for the tree stumps, am I right? Okay, so that means that you couldn't make it retroactive, so anybody before that, which is 99% or 99.9% of tree stumps are going to stay like they are. I don't see anything in the ordinance about any boats or trailers in the driveways or exposed or anything. Was that addressed at all?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I wished I'd have made it so you could have got that in. The country club, the Brookhaven Country Club, aren't they about the big, excuse me, city manager, he can't answer me, but are they about the biggest taxpayer you have in the city?
I don't have that off the top of my head.
Okay. All of the backyards of the, let me say it right, let me just a second. The backyards of all of the properties that are on the golf course are not up to code, and there's many of them that are eyesores to people that are playing here, many of them from other cities, so it needs to be addressed in some sort of an ordinance about the backyards of the country club lots, the golf course lots. Did I say that right? I just sold it 3 weeks ago, one of the properties I had on the golf course. I do own different properties, and I'm not an average one. I own a few properties in Farmers Branch. And you got all kind of trailers and boats and everything in driveways, some parked on the streets places. I don't know if you have a way that I can show you a picture I took myself. I'm sitting at the corner of Brookhaven Club and Marsh, and I'm watching a pickup back a trailer into the driveway of the corner house right there, and he was going to park it there, block it, and I'm sure somebody was going to stay in it because it was just a small trailer. I don't guess I have much else to say. I ran for city council 2 terms ago. I supported Mike Driscoll. I don't know several of you. I spoke to Terry Lynn at length, and I know you too, Robert. And I haven't had the pleasure of really talking to Charles Cox. I wish that y'all could maybe get some sort of a ordinance together that would really be good to the city. I'm not going to sell my properties. I'm not going to leave the city. And I'm out of time. I just wished, I don't think I would go well on the city council.
10 seconds.
Okay. I don't think I'd go well, but I might have to run for city council next time again, just so I can try to get something done right. And that's about all I can say.
Thank you very much. Next is our consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I have a motion by Councilmember Rotana,
Second.
second by Councilmember Driscoll. Is there any more discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Passes unanimously. Next is our regular agenda items. I1, consider board and commission appointments and take appropriate action. We discussed this upstairs. Do we have a motion?
Mayor, I make a motion to approve our board commission appointment, Marcus Miller.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilmember Williams, a second by Councilmember Merritt. Is there any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Passes unanimously. With no other items to address tonight, I will adjourn tonight's meeting at 6:19 p.m. Have a good night, everyone.